Nilipigwa risasi hapo. The worst crime I have ever done, I've done two big ones, major one. One was going to steal the coffin, trying to steal the coffin of former Vice President Wamalwa in Ikere, where we were 12 of us. 8 of my members were killed on spot. So we survived 6 with a bullet. I have a bullet in my body. The other one is when we went to steal. We had given a job with a certain police officer who was among our group. We went to steal KCB at Nairobi University. There's a Bankless Bank, Nairobi University. And opposite, there's Central Police. Risking to steal just opposite police station. And now after, it was successful. But in the process, 4 of my members were killed. 3 of us, we were chased until Kangemi, a place called Kangemi, Nairobi, in between Odhero Girls, and there's a stone which have divided the road ya kutoka Nakuru na ya kwenda Nakuru. So tukawekelewa mafuta tuchomwe. In the process ya kwenda kuchomwa na tumekwa tile, tumepigwa na mob justice, kibiriti ikakosa. One person one person said, wacha tutafute kiberiti tuchome hizi jangiri. As he jumped the road on the other side to go and buy a matchbox, a car and vehicle came and ikamugonga.
You have talked about Matheri.
Yes.
What can you say about Matheri? Because he was a big criminal.
For me, I will not talk about the bad of him. I'm a born-again Christian. He was my guardian. He was my mentor. He was my boss. And he introduced me to this. May God... I don't know the word I can say. May his soul continue resting in peace.
Hello and welcome to Chris Nolan TV. Thank you so much for being always with us. Today we have an amazing guest, a person who have grew up in street. He's going to tell us how is the relationship in street. Thank you so much. Niaje?
Poa sana.
Tunafurahia kukuhave in the show. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for inviting me.
Okay, tunataka because we grew up in the city, tumeona story yako in the internet. We haven't been having a guest mwenye ame grew up in the street, atuambie how is the relationship in the street and how before tufike hapo ulijipata aje kwa streets.
Street, kitu ya kwanza, I lost my mom and my dad when I was about 2 years, so I cannot tell who is my mom is or my dad. I found myself in the street of Nairobi where I was a street boy. Nikaanzia maisha pale Globe Cinema. Hapo ndio nilianzia maisha before I graduated from Chokora to Mwizi. Una graduate from a street boy kutoka kwa mchokora kwa Mwizi. Relationship in street is not good and sort not bad. But one thing about street life, there's a lot of love in street kuliko normal people. Tulikuwa tunapendana kabisa kuliko street the other. Ungegojeka hao wengine walikuwa wanaenda kuiba chakula wakulete, walikuwa wanaenda kutafuta kuiba pesa wakununue dawa wakulete. And we could kugekuwa na mmoja angesacrifice, angeambiwa wewe usiende kuduru. Kuduru ni kuomba ama kufanya kitu kibaya. Anaambiwa usiende, ubaki ukiangalia nani? Uangalie huyu mgonjwa. That's the life of street. We had a lot of love kuliko watu wa kawaida wenye wajatumia drugs, wenye wako na vichwa mzuri. Number 2, the life of street, the only thing was you live a life of knowing you are about to die any time. Some of us, among us, we could kill anyone anytime. Juu ya kutumia drugs, now you lack control of temper. So unajikuta umedunga mtu na kisu, umefanyia mtu kibaya. That's the difference. Number 3 about the difference in street, raping was high. Because when you use those drugs and your sexual tension is so high, what happened to you? You rape one another or you get to go to rape. That was high. Number 5, if you die, we bury you like a dog. So there was no mama ako, baba ako. It's upon you yourself and you yourself. No one else.
Okay, na niaje ulijipata ukaingia kwa gang, that in the street life?
Gang in the street of life, there's something we call graduation. I keep saying, those who have watched me on different occasions, there is graduation. After you have been circumcised, you give up. You give up being a street boy, a chokora. Now you find a group where you can steal a lot of money. As a chokora, what you are looking for is only money to get food, money to get drugs. But now when you continue growing, you need more than that. You need a partner, a wife already with a partner, and the partner need money. So what do? You join the gang for you to get a lot of money. That's how you graduate from a street boy to a gang.
Okay, when we continue, which is the worst crime that you have ever done? Na ukaamua from this point, naacha mambo ya ucrime kabisa.
The worst crime I have ever done, I've done two big ones, major one. One was going steal the coffin, trying to steal the coffin of former Vice President Wamalwa in Ikere, where we were 12 of us. 8 of my members were killed on spot. So we survived 6 with a bullet. I have a bullet in my body. The other one is when we went to steal. We had given a job with a certain police officer who was among our group. We went to steal KCB at Nairobi University. There's a Bankless Bank, Nairobi University. And opposite, there's Central Police. Risking to steal just opposite police station. And now after, it was successful. But in the process, 4 of my members were killed. 3 of us, we were chased until Kangemi, a place called Kangemi, Nairobi, in between Odhero Girls, and there's a stone which have divided the road ya kutoka Nakuru na ya kwenda Nakuru. So tukawekelewa mafuta tuchomwe. In the process ya kwenda kuchomwa na tumekwa tile, tumepigwa na mob justice, kibiriti ikakosa. One person one person said, wacha tutafute kiberiti tuchome hizi jangiri. As he jumped the road on the other side to go and buy a matchbox, a car running vehicle came and ikamgonga. So watu wakasahau kutuua, wakaenda kuokoa yeye. Wakiokoa yeye, sisi tukapata nafasi ya kutoroka. That's the most painful and the crime I've ever committed. Ambao nilisema Mungu kiniokoa hii, sitawaiba tena.
Okay, na nini ndo ikafanya ukaacha ugeng, ukaamua kuwa a good guy? Because there are some people outside there that they are stealing. Nini ndo ilifanya ukaacha? Na nini ndo inafanya unapata mtu anaiba? Like today ameshikwa, amepelekwa prison, unapata bado anaiba. Nini ndo inafanya hivyo?
Ule mtu anaendeleanga kuiba, I have said many times, and I would like to get a chance to talk to so many people. Kama wewe unatumianga drugs, you have to accept I'm sick. I need a doctor. Unless you accept you have a problem and you need a doctor, no one will come to your rescue. So number 1 is accepting I have a problem and I need help. Number 2, get a person you can walk with, a person you trust, a person you can tell your problem. Hata kama atenda kuambia watu, you don't care, you have just shared your problem. You okay? Number 3, one of the things that made me to change, it was not change. My mind was forceful. Tuliforsiwa kuchange. It was on a Sunday. We had gone and tulikuwa tumeiba hapo Jivaji Garden, tumeibia mtu. Polisi wanatukimbisha. Pastor Pius Muiro was preaching at Uhuru Park. Tukaenda kujificha Uhuru Park. Pastor Muiro started saying kuna watu wako na bunduki hapa. If we don't give our life to Jesus that day, we were going to die. So what happened? We gave our life to Jesus ndio tusikufe. Tukashikwa, tukapelekwa Central Police, from Central Police Committee, Industrial Area Committee. Sasa committee ndio change ilikuja. It was a forceful change. It was whether you like it or not. Now, you have to. Because now people whom we were stealing with, walikuwa wanaenda wanauliwa. Pia, including now the fear of knowing, we used to steal with this person has been killed, we used to steal with the Matheri has been killed. That also fear helped us to change. And from that change going to a mom-approved school, that's why I'm here to tell people, no, everybody deserve a chance. Everybody deserve a chance to change in life. Thank you.
Okay. Matheri, you have talked about Matheri.
Yes.
What can you say about Matheri? Because he was a big criminal.
For me, I will not talk about the bad of him. I'm a born-again Christian. He was my guardian. He was my mentor. He was my boss. And he introduced me to this. May God, I don't know the word I can say. May his soul continue resting in peace. But he was my mentor. He was my boss. Even though he died in crime. What I want to say, crime does not pay, and whoever kills with a knife will be killed by a knife. Whatever you do, bad thing, it will come back to you. So continue doing good for the sake of your generation. For my brother Matheri, that was the way we were given a lot of chance. Kushiko unaachiliwa, it is a chance. Unashikwa leo unaenda industry unaachiliwa, it is a chance God is giving you. But if you don't use that chance well, the world will deal with you. So for my mentor, the world dealt with him. Although for me, he was a good person. He took care of me. There's a time I was sick in the street. There's a time nilipigwa na mob justice. I could not do anything. He was there for me. Yes, so I will never talk. Even if he was a thug, he was a big criminal, most wanted person. He came to my life to save my life. I'm here. And the only thing I can do is to tell people the change start with you for you to be transformed.
Okay, thank you so much. Like recently you have seen the television, there's a person called John Matara. What can you say about him? What do you think should the government do to him? You as a member mwenye ulikuwa kwa crime na ukaacha, unafaa nini inafaa afanyiwe?
Hey, that's a big question. There's what we call the power of forgiveness. But yes, I am in the field of law where let the law take it just. Let the law take it just. Wacha sheria ichukue mkondo wa? Wacha sheria ichukue mkondo wake. The other side, society need to understand people. John Matara, for me, I want to understand, he was suffering from something. You know, people start saying that devil worshipping, new child ilimsukuma, ni mapepo ilimsukuma. No. Let's not deal with mapepo now devil worshipping. Some of us, we are suffering with things nobody understand. When we can talk about what we are going through, you will understand hata huyo hakuwa anaenda something. Some people kuna kitu alifanyiwa na yeye because of sadness and rejection, he wanted to revenge, akaapa na nyinyi mtaona. So na sisi because of that, maybe unaona ni mcute ameka picture fake on social media, you go for him, na he is looking somebody to revenge for him kuwekwa kwa newspaper. I had a student who said something somewhere in a certain school. Na baadaye by the way alichoma. A certain school in Sagana, not Sagana, Karatina. We not mention the school, they be knowing the school. In a school of a certain school in Karatina, there's a boy who said, before nitoke hii shule, wataja kumbuka nilikuanga hii shule. A student, and he is currently is right now he is in a form for in a certain school. I will not mention. He is in a certain school right now, but that time he was a form 2 in a school. What's the name of this school? There's a school, a very big boys school in Karatina town, but some few kilometers from Karatina. Huyo mwanafunzi alisema kabla nitoke hii shule, he was supposed to go to that school by the parent. Akasema kabla nitoke hii shule nitafanya kitu hii shule wataishi wakiongea kunihusu, watanikumbuka. For real, the student did the same. He was among the people alinunua mafuta na shule ikachomwa na some two students were agent and admitted. I wish I can recall the name of the school, but it's in Karatina. Akachoma shule, akashikwa. Wakati alishikwa, alikuwa anacheka akiambia wenzake, I said it. Nitafanya kitu. He was at Karatina police station. I am talking about a person I went and a person I have met in the school, a person the guardian paid me to go and do counseling to him, a person I went to Karatina police station to talk to. Na alikuwa anasema nilisema nitafanya kitu mnikumbuke. He did something to be remembered. So this person, he suffered from rejection, something. He is looking something he may do. He doesn't care if he will end up being killed or he will end up in jail. But I will do something you will keep remembering me. So we should be talking to people to understand what other people are suffering from, especially the spirit of rejection. Ama alifanyiwa kitu na natafuta vidata revenge. Thank you.
Okay, as we finish, can you give advice to those people outside there? Unapata mtu ameua because of someone that he loves, because mtu anafanya nini, amepata the girlfriend amecheat on her, anaamua kusacrifice, anaamua. What can you tell them? What actions should they take wakipata such situation? Wanafaa wafanye nini?
In the situation of love relationship, before you commit, you kill that person or you plan. The other day I saw a situation where a student killed another student at Machakos University. Few days ago, at Machakos University, aliua girlfriend yake just because girlfriend alikuwa na mtu mwingine. At the end of the day, ask yourself, you know when you are killing, you don't know. But when you go to a prison, after 2 days, you come to reality and you cannot move time back. Now you are facing life imprisonment ahead of you or death ahead of you. There's nothing you can do. That person is below 23 years. You can imagine the next 60 or 50 years, it will be contained somewhere for those 60 years. Why don't you run away? I'm a father of 17 boys. I usually tell them, before you do anything, before gonge mtu, run away. Then ask yourself later, nimetoroka kwa nini? You will have answers. Before you open that zip of yours, run away. Then ask yourself, what is the outcome? So before you go and kill somebody, you make heart break. Ask yourself, utashikwa, atapata mtu mwingine, utamua, utaishi jela. At the end of the day, how many ladies are there? You lose one, you get 10. Encourage yourself, get 10. And you will avoid, have killed, and you will be able to heal the wound of heartbroken.
Okay, thank you so much. Tukimalizia, watu wanaweza kupata wapi? Like, what do you need from the public right now as we are talking?
The public, the most, right now what I'm going through, I'm suffering from bone tumor cancer. I'm preparing to go to India. I'm trying to raise 3.5 million for my treatment. And I'm appealing to public, whoever will come to my rescue. I'm still appealing. Anybody can help me. Even if you feel I'm calling you, can pay direct to the hospital, you will have saved my life. We have started something called Save Kanoga's Life. It's a 7 Bob challenge on Facebook. The name is Wilson Kanoga Mwaura. You can follow me on Facebook. On TikTok is Wilson Kanoga Mwaura. You can get my detail. You can assist me anything so that I can go to the hospital and get treated. Above all, I'm a father of 17 boys. There's those who need school fees. We need food. Apart from medication, they need food. And we need shelter. We have rent to pay. You can intervene. In which way God will help you. Just welcome and feel free to save a life. And if you are there, you have the passion to help. You have passion of the needy children. Please join me in giving hope to these needy kids. God bless you.
Thank you so much for having you in the show. Mungu akubariki na naona atakufungulia njia. You will get the help from the public. Thank you so much. Just have hope, as we say. Kuwa na hope na imani na Mungu atakusaidia. Asante sana. Welcome.
Thank you so much for you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, dear viewers, for watching the story of Wilson Kanoga, the worst criminal in Kenya. Hope that you have been educated. Hope that you have learned from the story of Wilson Kanoga, where he has said that crime doesn't pay. You have seen how he was shot after stealing from the former vice president, was Kijana Wamalwa. Please, 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 dear pupils, dear student, dear viewer, every person in this whole Kenya, avoid stealing, because stealing will never pay. I've been your host, Jeff Otieno. Until next time, goodbye. Let's meet in our next episode where we are going to talk about John Kibera Nyathira, the person who used to work with Wilson Kanoga. Stay tuned and keep on subscribing. Thanks so much for being our important viewer. Thanks so much for subscribing. Thank you so much. Until next time, goodbye. Adios, mchacho, wewe, kamkuja wewe. Goodbye.